Hello everybody, this is Bruno here from Lightment Images and Photography, coming to you from Perth in Western Australia. A client asked me the other day about the difference between a corporate headshot and a corporate portrait. So basically, to explain it, a headshot, as the name suggests, it's a shot of the head. And a portrait is actually a storytelling image because it shows the environment where the person is and possibly more about what he's wearing and possibly with other memorabilia into the image, to tell more about his story. So let's just jump in there very quickly so I can show you some examples. Here we got an environment which is an office environment. This is the image that I was able to craft for this oil and gas executive. As you can see, if I didn't tell you he was an oil and gas executive, you might be able to tell your own story about him. Hey, this guy is in an office, and which office you don't know, but hey, he's wearing a suit, so he must be someone important. Here I got Professor Gary from the Australian Institute of Management. So I was shooting actually indoors using the outdoors with the trees and their flowers and stuff to create this color palette in the background to complement the image, because we want it to be of a solid background in a way. So there's not much to tell, to add to the story from the background, but yet Professor Gary is the story. The way he posed, his body language, what he's wearing, overall it gives a style to the image and so on. Here is another one here on a plain background, which still tells a story. And the story could be anything that we want it to be, and so on. So a portrait tells the story much more than a headshot. Okay, so let me show you another variation of a portrait. This is another variation of a portrait here. So we got a World War II veteran here, and this is John. This image got a lot more to say than we could possibly imagine. Him by himself is a story. The age, the character, what he's wearing. We can tell which era he was born in, and then where in life he's been, and so forth. And to add to that too, we got those medals that he was awarded, from participating in fighting in a war and so on. And all of those medals, each one of them tells a story by themselves as well. So plenty of stories here to be told. We got Maurice here, similar thing. All of these pins and medals that he got. Many, many stories to be told within this image, including him. Okay? Now let's look at headshot very quickly. Headshot, even though this is more of an actor headshot in a way, but you can see it's just the shot of the head and showing a little bit of shoulder. That's it, nothing else. And if it was in the case of a female, this is more of an ideal headshot for a female. Plain, simple, and elegant. You don't need all the makeup, you don't need all the earrings and necklaces and whatever to distract, taking away from the person. And the headshots, it's all about the person and their expression. Okay, so a headshot is all about you and your expression. And it's got to be nice and clean and simple, because we don't want too many distracting items in a frame. If you're wearing earrings, big necklaces, bold colors and stuff, they're all distractions. They're taking away from your expression. And then for the guys as well, keep it nice and simple. Get the haircut to be nice and neat, and that's about it. Okay? So a portrait, it's all about you and your story. It doesn't matter whether it's on a plain background or it's actually on an environmental background. The environment is a complement to your story. And if it's on a plain background, it's your story, your style, your authority, your body language, and all of those things put together to tell a compelling story about you. So if you like this video, click like. And if you got anything to say, put into the comment. If you need my help in any way, please reach out. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. I might be able to reach out to my 14,000 colleagues to help you out. And if you're here in Perth, you know where to find me. So until then, stay photogenic. Cheers.